Hello everyone and good day. Welcome to another segment of the Entrepreneurial Educator. I'm Mark Nelson, Sonoma State Entrepreneur in Residence, and have the blessing of Jeff Ubben, the CEO of ValueAct Capital, one of the most prestigious and successful hedge funds here in the country. In addition to that, Jeff plays the national chairmanship role for the Posse Foundation. It's a highly claimed organization in the educational not-for-profit sector. Jeff, you're a successful businessman, entrepreneur, philanthropist, family man, spent a lot of time with Posse Foundation. Tell us, A, little bit about your business, and B, tell us how you got involved with Posse.
Mark, I'm going to, we talked about this interview in terms of thinking about risk and reward, especially for entrepreneurs. I want to start there a little bit and then end up with my interest in education, if I could. So in my world, the investment world, but I think it transcends, there are two forms of risk. There's volatility, things that go up and down with attendant anxiety. The discomfort of uncertainty is another way to put it. And there's loss of principal. This is real risk. This is permanent impairment. In the short term, anything can happen. Michael Lewis writes in Moneyball, which is really a business book, about Billy Beane and how he understands that good process can result in bad outcome and bad process can result in good outcome over the short term. Fooled by randomness, he says. So, but that's what I call volatility. Volatility actually is the opposite of risk. Volatility is basically opportunity. But you need to think through and fight some basic human weaknesses. You know, you're a basketball player, so there's this idea that 91% of people surveyed believe in the hot hand, right? In fact, it doesn't exist. But our brain gets very thrilled by the guy that's going to hit the next jumper, and we're being misled actually. So we trust our feelings and perceive patterns, but that don't actually exist. And a player who thinks he has a hot hand often has a distorted sense, and he takes bad shots, right? So the best shooters, by the way, think they're always cold, and when their feelings tell them to take the shot, because they've got the hot hand, they don't listen. So these are basic short-term things that the body has to fight. In my world, it's that stock that goes up every day or goes down every day for some period of time. Now, the real risk is principal loss. So the way investors and businessmen hedge principal loss is they actually put a hedge on. That's something that protects the downside. In my world, it's to short a stock. But hedges are expensive. When I did my business, I thought to myself, how can I be different? And I thought to myself, how can I be better? And I decided not to hedge. So I'm a hedge fund that doesn't hedge. I believed it would bring a clarity of thought and a discipline to my thought process that would make me better at what I do. So, you know, I've studied a lot of thinkers, a lot of game players, because to a certain extent life is a game, the investment business is a game. And you read about chess masters, and they basically tell you that what makes them great is not the quantity of practice, it's the quality. And they spend most of their time after a chess match reviewing their decisions that were bad. Self-criticism is the secret to self-improvement. Negative feedback is a good thing. This physicist named Niels Bohr, who says, quote, "The definition of an expert is one that makes all the mistakes you can make in a very narrow field. Mistakes are not to be discouraged. On the contrary, they should be cultivated and carefully investigated." But Niels Bohr brings an extra element to that when he talks about narrow. In other words, narrow your focus.